Hello everyone, we are Friday 3 to 5 p.m. class, table 5. Today we are going to talk about the IT industry.
Ground, broad issues and problems, key issues, relevant management theories and concepts, the objectives of each issues, and short, medium, long-term smart action plans. Background: Google, eWeb Marketing, NetApp Australia, Juniper Networks, Atlassians is the top 5 of Business Reviews Weekly's top 50 best places to work in Australia. Now, 20 of the top 50 organizations in the list are IT companies as well. How can the managers and leaders of those 20 IT companies begin remaking their organizations to move up the list? Broad issues about this topic. Motivation and rewards. Reward is a form of motivation, and lack of it will result to less work performance. Human resource management. Poor human resource management will result to less training and less work done by the employees. Decision making. Poor decision making by the management results to ineffective problem solving. Change or innovation. Change should be taken into consideration for the company to grow. Leadership. Poor leadership means less motivation for the employees. Organization. Accomplishment of a goal is the result of good organization of people and other resources of work. Breakdown in communication. Individuals, job design, and stress. Dissatisfaction of job means less work performance. Control. Control ensures planning objectives are achieved. Strategic management. Process of formulating and implementing strategies to accomplish long-term goals and sustain competitive damage.
Would IT companies provide informal workspace and many perks for the service of staff? This can make staff more productivity and it also can stimulate the potential of them all. Therefore, staff work like they doing their own thing. Staff also have motivation to make them be better in workplace. As a result, motivation is important for companies. In addition, some tops in IT industry also supply returning rooms, bin bags, and a ping pong table. Furthermore, they also spend 200 hours on training. Meanwhile, they establish warm working conditions because they want to retain talents. Therefore, professional IT leading can reduce the outflow of talents and increase the competence of IT companies. So that's why we should pay attention to leading. As a result, we should focus on leading styles and reward staff methods of IT industry.
Hello everyone. Next, I will introduce the relevant theory about leading. The first theory is reward power. It is known to many people that the foundation of effective leading is that leaders have power to influence other people's behavior. The reward power is that if you do what I want to do, you can get a reward. Many IT companies later choose this way to motivate people and attract them, retain them. For example, Atlassian, it is the IT company which provides a 10,000 referral bonus to their employees who attract a friend or contact to work at the organization. The second theory you can see in the PowerPoint is the empowerment. A leader distributes decision-making power to their employees. He provides them with all information, responsibility, and trust to make decisions together. Trust is a very important factor for the empowerment to be effective. In House Pascal leadership theory, it seems to be like participatory leader, who refers to the suggestion from other employees to make a leading. For example, in the case, e-web marketing founder said because of the transparent way to make a decision, he feared that the company is like his own. A feeling of belonging came out at the same time. As is known to all, an effective leader will choose different leading styles to deal with different kinds of followers. In the IT industry, we can analyze what characteristic the follower will have. Maybe it will be creative, confident, and have expertise, whose idea and acceptance is really critical for the final results and the work performance. Based on this model, you can see in the PowerPoint, to manage this kind of follower well, a leader is recommended consultative and group decision to make a leading, which can let employees take part in the company's decision more. In the case, because of great people in IT industry is a key point for them to creating and maintaining their company's competitive advantage. So we should choose the appropriate leading style to deal with them. Thank you.
Okay, let's talk about how does this top IT companies motivate their employees. In fact, they use two theories of management. The first one is hierarchy of needs theory, which is created by Maslow. He divides people's needs into 5 different steps: physiological, social, safety, esteem, and self-actualization. He claims that when people are satisfied in higher order needs, which include esteem and self-actualization, they will feel powerful and energetic. So, these top IT companies still focus on the needs of their workers and try to make them feel happy. For example, James, a computer programmer working at Google Australia, claims that he finishes difficult and interesting work every day, and fascinated by his work. Upwardly, he is deep into self-actualization needs and motivated by his company. Therefore, these top companies use this way to motivate their workers, which not only can improve the profit of corporation, but also can attract better workers. Another theory is incentive remuneration system. Nowadays, to attract better employees and motivate them, all the top companies have complete incentive remuneration system, which include pay for knowledge, bonus pay plan, profit sharing plan, and employees share ownership plans. Among these four sections, bonus pay plan is the most common way to motivate their workers because people love rewards, so they will do extra tasks or work efficiently. For example, Atlassian provide $10,000 referral bonus to any employee who attract a friend or contact to working at an organization. It is a good way to develop their companies. Besides, people who do extra work or make a significant contribution to the company will receive huge rewards like money or overseas trips. Some companies give workers a chance to travel to England as a reward, which is attractive for many people.
There are many ways to explain that why leaders should pay attention to those areas. There is no doubt that good welfare can return talents of companies, because talent is a scarce resource in internet companies. In addition, employees freed to design the workspace can provide good creativity and more productivity. In other words, too much pressure cannot provide efficiency work. Furthermore, free food always make leadership and employees more harmony that can promote executive force of a leader. Finally, good relationship is either to manager, manager staff and transmit information efficiently. As Google staff can make more decisions and they also can discuss some details about companies. It can increase employee contact opportunities. Also, staff can feel such well-being in workplace because of sense they can acquire more sense of achievement, recognition, responsibility, advancement, and personal growth. After that, an increased number of talents will be returned at company. Thank you very much.
The implementation of action plan. Developing an action plan can help managers turn their visions into reality and increase efficiency and accountability within an organization. The first action plan has made for leading. In the short term, the responsibility is management. In this term, training leaders are really important. To train in flexible leadership for management and pursue management training for executives are main tasks. These are required training courses and time. In the medium term, managers should reinforce leadership ability, and also managers can start with the use of leading theory. In the long term, all staff should try their best to create a positive environment. Leaders should maintain a positive leadership image. The second action plan has made for motivation and rewards. In the short term, both short-term goals and long-term goals should be created, and encouraging good work and competence should be emphasized. In the medium term, congratulate the completion of short-term goals should occur. Also, increasing encouragement of good performance is important. In the long term, all staff should maintain an environment of motivation and self-efficacy. These processes are all require time and courses. In conclusion, this case study has looked at multiple issues and aimed to effectively address these issues by providing solutions through clear objectives with SMART action plans. Focus on this case, managers should strive to be motivating and satisfying to employees. Key issues areas were in motivation and rewards and leading.